Inspiration is all around us. Can you find the inspiration and come up with the next big idea? Innovation Nation, Wednesday at 8 on BBC One. Get inspired.
He's my friend, my partner, my soulmate, my rock, my husband for 15 years. He's my lover, my fire, my joy. He's the ache I can't heal. And I had to choose between them. I'm sorry. So where do we go from here?
Hairdressers at War in Work and Love. The new series of Cutting It, coming soon to BBC One.
To celebrate the 50th anniversary of the discovery of the double helix, meet the woman whose work was essential to cracking the DNA code, but who was never recognised. Rosalind Franklin, DNA's Dark Lady, over on BBC 4 in 10 minutes. Here on BBC One, a late look at the weather with Helen Young.
Hello, welcome to Weatherview. Well, farmers and gardeners are no doubt delighted that at long last we've started seeing some substantial rainfall. Today we had quite a rope of cloud extending from the Atlantic right across the United Kingdom, and this dark cloud brought quite a considerable amount of rain to a fair part of the United Kingdom. It's still progressing northeastwards at the moment. So that rain started working in then overnight across many southern and western areas, continued its progress northeastwards through the day fairly slowly, and it did give some heavy bursts, particularly across Scotland, but also down across parts of southern England. The wettest weather, well, that was reserved for Cardingham in the southwest, 19 millimetres there. That's getting on for about 2/3 of an inch of rain. In Northern Ireland at Catesbridge, we saw quite a bit of rain, so too in Glasgow and the Isle of Wight. Now that rain actually brought a change in temperature as well. You can see around the middle of the day, we actually had quite a contrast in temperatures. Ahead of it, 19 degrees in London, but behind it and in the rain, only 12 degrees at the same time in Cardiff. So quite dramatic changes as that rain worked its way in. Now the hottest spot today was actually Weybourne, 20 degrees there, that's 68 Fahrenheit. The best sunshine, well, that was up in the far extremes of the United Kingdom. Stornoway had just over 8 hours of sunshine. The wettest places we saw was Cardingham. Now that rain is continuing to move its way northeastwards. By the end of the night it'll still be across the Northern Isles, and as you can see there's just the hint that we might see a little bit of rain coming back into the southeast of England, but generally speaking it will be dry by the end of the night for many, and we will find it turning a bit misty, particularly across southern and central areas of England and also perhaps southeast Scotland. Out across Northern Ireland we'll hear the rain will be gathering once again. It's not going to be a cold end to night. I think temperatures will be around 6 to 8 degrees generally speaking, so no problems with frost at all. Into Saturday, well, it's going to start off fairly dry across many central and eastern parts. It will be quite misty as we saw in places, but that should clear quite quickly during the morning. And then across Northern Ireland, as we saw, the rain gathering, heading up into western Scotland, and further south showers, some of those quite heavy, perhaps thundery as well, will gradually head eastwards during the afternoon. Having said that, though, I think some eastern areas of northern England, East Anglia and eastern Scotland will have a pretty dry and fine day. And here temperatures could be around 16 to 18 degrees. Out to the west, though, in the cloud and the rain, nearer 13 or 15. Now, perhaps you're heading down to watch the Challenge Cup final in the Millennium Stadium. If not, you can watch it live on Grandstand on BBC One, but it does look as though it's going to be a fairly blustery affair, keeping the rugby players on their toes. Temperatures in Cardiff around 16 degrees. Into Sunday, well, with this weather front, we're going to find more rain in southern areas, but to the north, I think probably showery with some brighter weather mixed in between. Into Monday, low pressure still dominates the scene, so more unsettled weather to come, particularly in the south, where it will be very windy, up to gale force winds in places. That's it from me. Bye for now.
Europe, the joining of like-minded people, a harmonious spirit of togetherness, embracing cultural differences, holding out the hand of friendship in perfect union.
The coming together of the best club teams in Europe, the semi-final of the European Rugby Cup, Leinster versus Perpignan, live in Sunday Grandstand at 2 on BBC 2.
The police say I'm reckless. I cheat, lie and deceive, apparently. They say I'm wild. I'm a man on the edge. I have a problem with authority.
So what did they do?
They sent me undercover.
It's all about making an impression.
Perhaps you picked the wrong man for the job.
If you want to kiss that badly, who am I to say no?
Well, at least he's not going to think I'm undercover, is he?
James Nesbitt in Murphy's Law. The new drama starts Monday at 8:30 on BBC One.
Divorce is hard at the best of times, but now it's about to get worse. Our second thriller of the night now on BBC One, The Only Way Out.